Oh, hello there. How's it going? This is Chuck in Chuckadelphia. I was just out here wandering around looking for some ETs. You know, last year here in New Jersey, we had some issues with drones, and I thought that maybe they had dropped an extraterrestrial or two out here. Maybe they were interested in baseball, learning how to play baseball. Well, anyway, I have a few things that I think are important to talk to you about if you're starting your weight loss journey. So hang out, relax, sit back, and come along with me to Chuckadelphia. So yeah, I want to share something very important with you if you're starting your weight loss journey. It's something that really helped me along the way, and that is set goals. Here's what I did. I wrote out my ultimate goal at the end, and I created smaller, short-term goals that helped me make things exciting along the way to get to my ultimate goal. For example, walk the dogs up to the corner, then walk around the block, then walk 20 minutes. Then maybe instead of doing it just one time a day, do it several times a day. Every time you hit one of those small goals, check it off. That little check mark is proof that you're moving forward.
Start small with your goal. That's best. Try and have an expectation that's realistic. No one's going to go to the gym if they've never been to the gym. Start walking. Start body squats. Creating small little successes will always lead to a large success.
Now, here's the thing. Be flexible. It's very important. Be flexible. If you don't hit your goal by the date you set, don't give up. Just keep going. When I missed my target, I didn't cry over it. I was a little frustrated, but I didn't cry. I just got back up and keep pushing until I got there. I had to rearrange things, figure some things out, and I think in the long run, it helped me get better.
No one ever loses weight every week when they come in here. They may have a little setback. Whatever, life happens. But the good thing is we try and encourage you to move forward. Just keep focusing on your goal. Changing your target is helpful, but it's still the end result is always success. But just keep moving forward. Don't make yourself get up. You gotta keep moving forward.
And when you hit those milestones, celebrate them. Do your bat flip. Do your celebratory run around the bases after you hit your home run.
Crack of the bat. Nobody had to wonder about that one.
Do it. When I lost 50 pounds, I treated it like beating the boss in a video game. Level up. At 100 pounds, another boss down. Eventually, the final boss, my ultimate goal of 351 pounds lost, and I rescue the princess. See, the mindset is fun. It makes it a little more interesting than just counting calories and doing meal prep and all that boring stuff. Make it interesting, and it'll totally make it worthwhile for you. And yeah, reward yourself. Not with Old Country Buffet.
There are over 90 items to choose from, but none more tempting than dessert.
Although I don't think they exist anymore. And well, even if they do, don't do that anyway.
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
Reward yourself with something that keeps you motivated. New workout gear or clothes that fit the new you. A trip or experience that you've always wanted to try. A hobby upgrade. Maybe a new guitar.
Hey! No stairway. Denied.
Or a cooking class or better running shoes. Even simple self-care rewards like a massage, a spa day, or a day off just for you. Maybe you can try one of those sensory deprivation tanks. I'm looking forward to trying one of them one of these days. The point is, find rewards that remind you how far you've come and how hard you've worked. For me, I got a rock climbing wall at my gym. You have to be under 275 pounds to try it. That is one of my rewards. And you know what? I'm ready for it. I'm under 275 pounds, and now I'm just training and focusing on getting ready for that reward. Much better than going for that bag of chips or a second round at the buffet table. Now see, here's why goals matter so much. When you write them down, you're giving your brain a target. As Zig Ziglar once said, a goal properly set is halfway reached. Goals give you clarity. They give you something to measure again. And when the days get hard, trust me, they will. They remind you of your why. Michael Jordan, basketball player from the 90s, maybe you've heard of him, once said, some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. Others make it happen. See, that's what these small goals do. They make you help it happen, one step at a time. One more thing. Don't be afraid to share your goals with your nutritionist, your dietitian, your doctor, or your trainer. The right people will help you get there. And don't forget, there are more people rooting for you than you realize. I can't tell you how many folks walk up to me just to tell me how proud they are of me. That means a lot.
Human beings are very tangibly driven animals. We like counting things. It's actually important. Can you imagine running a marathon without mile markers? It would actually be unnerving. So metrics help us measure speed and distance, which is very, very important. But we have to remember that when we hit a metric or don't hit a metric, the game has not been won or lost. They're markers, right? And that's the important part. So for example, I want to be healthy, right? So there are many things I have to do to be healthy. I have to eat right, I have to exercise, I have to get enough sleep, I have to nurse my personal relationships. There's probably 15 or 20 other things. Can't do all of those things well all the time. It's a striving. Same in business. We have product, we have marketing, we have sales, we have leadership. Can't do them all right all the time. It's a striving. But we can set arbitrary goals, like I want to lose X amount of weight by X date, right? And every day I'm going to stand on the scale. Some days I'll feel good and some days I'll feel bad. And when I hit my goal, I'm excited. But the problem is I have to keep exercising for the rest of my life. Like it hasn't ended simply because I hit a goal. And that's important to recognize. But what I find more interesting is what happens if you miss the goal? And the answer is nothing. Nothing happens. In fact, very often, we just miscalculated the time it'll take to achieve it. So if you're doing all the right things and you see the trend data is on path, and you just lose that weight in a month later or 2 months later, okay, you're healthier now, even missing the goal, than you were before. The bad news, where it gets dangerous is when we're so obsessed with that goal that I'll starve myself and stop drinking water to hit the goal, and I'm actually unhealthy. So the goals are good, and celebrating the wins are great, and there are wins. That's fantastic. But we have to remember that if we miss the goal, the question is, what's the trend data?
So here's my challenge for you. Write down your ultimate goal, then list the short-term goals that will take you there. Mark off the wins, celebrate them, reward yourself in healthy ways, and keep leveling up. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What are your goals? What fun rewards are you working towards? Drop them in the comments. I might even steal a few ideas, if they're good. Thanks for hanging out with me here in Chuckadelphia. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, a wonderful week, and as always, carpe diem, my friends. I'll see you on the flip side. Ciao, ciao.